need half an hour of your time. So if you people give me half an hour time daily apart from this class, so if you people practice that half an hour, okay, so then that will be enough for you guys. See, now tell me. Now tell me. So I will ask someone. So how you are feeling with C#.NET? Are you feeling? Is it tough? So many people have done their BTech and they have subject of this OOPS. So now tell me how you people are feeling. So about this OOPS concept and OOPS subject. So many people will tell OOPS is this one, that one, and the OOPS is difficult or something. Now people tell me. So are you guys able to write the program in OOPS? Yes, no. So is it easy for you guys? What is your feeling on it? And one more question. One more question. In initial days, in our demo sessions, I told you people, someone like Ankit or someone. Uh, okay, someone told me, like, sir, what are prerequisites for learning .NET? Then, if you people remember, I told you people like, if you know alphabets, if you know how to write spellings, then you can learn C sharp. That's what I told. So you don't need to learn C language. You don't need to learn C++ or you don't need to learn anything. That's what I told that time. So now you people tell me for learning .NET, so do you people really need C or C++ or Java or something else knowledge? Right? So, so that's what I promised you with you guys. That's what I promised you guys on those days, and I delivered. I hope I'm delivering my best to with you guys. So for every topic, I'm trying to find some easiest way for explaining you guys, easiest examples. So my way of teaching will be I will start from zero. So I always see, for example, if I take an example of array program, so I always start with zero. So Balaji, you don't need to worry. See, simple. That's what I told you. So if someone asks, so if you don't know anything, if you are poor in communication, or if you don't know how to code something, then see what you will tell. So if I what I told you about this class definition, class is a closed container where we can bind what variables and methods. See, people see here. So this is what class definition. Now people tell me if you are poor in communication also, this definition won't change. If you don't know English also, this definition won't change. So do you really require excellent US slang or something for telling this definition? I don't think so. If you have basic communication knowledge, also fine. Why? Because the definition of class won't change. That doesn't depends upon communication and real time. So see one thing. So if you are from CSE background, mechanical background, or IT background, or MBA background, or MCA background, or MBBS background, wherever, whatever it may be. So if you apply the basics, then you can write the programming. So see, for example, in real time, you need to check one if condition. So simple. You need to decide whether I need to go with if simple if condition or if else condition or nested if or else if. You should decide. Then apply the syntax. That's it. So please join that UI technologies session. Okay. Join this demo. If you are fine with the classes and all, you can join that class. UI technologies. So see, so if you know this syntax, if you apply this one, then you can easily code, right, Balaji? So you don't need anything else for this one. And one more thing, so in real time also, so we will never get chance to work from scratch for a project. See, in my 8 years career, I never got a chance to work on scratch. Okay, for one project, me and one more person worked, but he mostly designed this architecture and all. So then I worked on some part, and he worked on some part. Okay, that is only project I worked from scratch. Maybe, but that is I don't think at that time I have like 2 3 years of experience. But anyway, that is not. Okay. So, sir, why you are telling this? So simple. So when you got job or when you got project or when you're changing, see for example, some people are working on BPO or something else, and they are trying to change into this .NET development. Or some people are testing background. Okay. So see, when you people start working on some project, definitely there will be some existing code in that. Just try to follow that and use them. That's it. You don't need to write on your own. Nothing we will implement in this development. So in any project, no one will implement anything. So either they will they will take from Google, okay, or they will take reference from the existing project code and they will use that. That's it. They will change as per the requirement. Trust me, you don't write anything on your own. Okay, so the coding will not be difficult. So as I told that time, so so we don't need communication or we don't need any prerequisites for learning that. Similarly, you don't. So if you have some basics and if you have some knowledge and if you practice all the programs, that is enough. So by the end of the session, you will become almost 1 year experience. So if you have any of your friends are attending my 7:30 to 9 C# batch, you can connect with them. If your friends are there or something, they will tell. So they already doing their websites on their own, and still we have almost 45 days of course pending for them. After completion of their course, they can have, like, so I'm not promising for that 1 year or something, but still I can tell. So they will look like 1 year experienced people. So you people will become the same. So don't worry on that. So just focus on learning. That's it. Okay. So we are done this access modifier. Now we'll go for variables. Okay, so previously we discussed about variable, but that variable and this variable both are same only, but we'll discuss more details about the variable. Okay, so you did not done. I have given almost half an hour, Mankanta. So please note down. If I'm telling something, please note down parallelly. So please note down and let me know. Okay. Okay, so slowly people see initially. So please try to join as soon as possible by 6 o'clock. So if people know I'm joining daily at 6 o'clock, see, Initially 29, 30, 40, like that. Now 46. Okay. So I know it is difficult for it's too early for a class or something. I agree for that, but but if you need something, definitely you need to sacrifice some more things. Okay. So when you get some success, then you will definitely remember your hard work, right? So you will definitely remember all those things. Waking up at 7 o'clock. You will wake up at 7 o'clock, and I mean, so it will be difficult, and you need to keep your mind in peaceful state, and you need to adjust. So many you people will definitely struggle for that. I agree for that, but still, so if you want to get success, so we are all here for what? Some success only. So some people need some job, some people need to change their domain or something. So both people need success. So that's why I agree for that. But ASP.NET timing will be same for sure. Okay, I agree for that, but please, yes. So, but I request you guys, please don't miss the classes and join on time. Okay, fine. So now we'll discuss about variable. So basically variables. Basically variable means, so variable means, so simple. So what is the purpose of variable is for accessing a value. Okay, for accessing a value. For example, a equals to 10. So a accesses this value, but a is not storing that value. Okay, so the what is this accessing and storing sir means? So we can change a equal to 20. If if we store this 10 in this a completely, then what will happen? We cannot change here, right? So what is the purpose of variable means for accessing a value? Okay, so for accessing a value, so we can change the variable value at any point of time. Okay, so we have three types of variables available in our .NET. We have three types of variables available in our .NET. The first one is instance variable. Second one is local variable. And the third one is static. So please ignore if I'm writing any spelling mistake. Okay, fine. So we have three types of variable. Now, what is this? See, uh, so what is these three types, or what is this? We'll see. So one is inst uh, instance variable. So instance variable. So if we declare a variable, if we declare a variable inside a class and outside method, then that is called as instance variable. Okay. So the scope of variable is within that class. Okay, inside a class and outside a method. What is the scope of instance variable? Within that class. Okay, and one more thing, who will allocate memory? Object. Okay, this is what instance variable. Okay, so people tell me the instance variable is, if you declare a variable inside class and outside method, then that is called as the instance variable. The scope of instance variable is within that class only. So who will allocate memory? Object will allocate memory. This is what called as a instance variable. So we have seen so many examples for our programs. Okay, so we have seen so many examples till now. So people see here. So if we declare a variable inside class and outside method, that's what called as a instance variable. Okay, see, this is this variable declared inside class only and outside the method. Okay, this is what called as a instance variable. So when memory will be allocated, test t equal to new test. So here the memory will be allocated. Okay, we will allocate memory this object. Okay, what is the scope of instance variable within this class? Okay, so this is what called as a instance variable. So any questions here? Okay, local variable, same similar to that instance only, but there is little difference. So inside class and inside method. Okay, so if I declare a variable in a specific method, then what is the scope of that method? What is the scope of that variable? Within that method only. Within that method only. So who will allocate memory? When will we allocate memory? When we call that method, the memory will be allocated. So what is the example of local variable means? So here I will declare int y comma z. So here I will declare void sub. So I will try to use this x equals to 10 here. And I will try to assign x equal to 25 here. So we are able to access this variable here in this method. Now try to access y and z. Y equals to, see, we are unable to access the y because it's a local variable. Okay, So people got it? Any questions? Okay. So this is so easy only. Yes, Gauri, you raised your hand. Tell me.
Sir, what is the difference between the instant variable on the, I mean, inside allocating or outside allocating the method
Simple.
for particular variables?
That's what, madam. See, for example, if you are working with the password field, so then what will happen? So you don't need to declare so publicly. So you don't need to declare inside the class. In that case, if you declare that variable inside a method, then what will happen? The scope of that variable within that particular method only. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Similarly, username. If you have that username inside class, outside method, then what will happen? So wherever we need that variable, we can use in a number of times in a number of methods. So if you think that a variable can be used multiple times, or if you think that variable there is no harm in declaring that one in public way, if we expose that variable also nothing will happen. If you think like that, then you can declare that variable as instance variable. Okay.
Oh, okay, okay.
So fine. uh, so what I will do, so local variable memory will be allocated to which variable here? Instance variable. Okay. And t1 dot, see, I'm not performing the operation there, but just for understanding purpose I'm giving this example. You can try in any way whatever the programs we have till today, you can try all those things. Okay. So here memory will be allocated to local variable. Okay, fine. Now you people take this one. Hmm. So up to here. Okay, note down, I will explain. So done, guys. So can we move to program? Okay, I'm just moving to program. So this is example for what local and instance variable. Okay, example. Just note down and try on your own. You can assign values. You can display values. You can try all the oops programs whatever we tried till today. Okay, so instance variable. If we so Manikanta, you asked me, right? Someone asked me to explain something. Hmm. So see, if we declare a variable inside class and outside method, so this is inside class and this is outside method, then that is called as instance variable. So if we declare a variable inside a particular method, then what will happen? So we can access that variable within that method only. For example, see, I have given one instance variable x here and I'm able to use in all the methods. But I declared one local variable. If I try to give the value here in another method, so then what is happening here? It is throwing error here because it's a local variable. What is the scope of local variable means? Within that particular method, that's it. Okay. So for instance variable, when the memory will be allocated means when we create object, immediately the memory will be allocated for instance variable. But for local variable, it's not like that. See, if we need this method, so when we call this method by using object, then only the memory will be allocated for that. Okay, that is what the difference between instance variable and local variable. Any more questions? Okay, anyway, just note down this one so you people will understand. Okay. So we'll move to our next topic, static variable. So here we'll discuss about a few things here. Static. So this is one of the most important real-time concept. So static variable. So if you want to make a variable as static, then we need to use a keyword called static. So what is the syntax for declaring a variable? Access modifier, data type, variable name. So similarly, if you want to make a variable as static, then simply use static keyword. Okay. So like this. Simple. Okay. So example for that is this one. So access modifier, static data type. Okay. So this is for normal. If you want to make a variable static, static, that's it. So this is what the syntax for declaring a static variable. Okay. So and one more thing we need to discuss here is, so we have a concept of static methods also. So void add, that's what our normal method syntax. If you want to make a method as static, then we need to use a static keyword here. So this is what the syntax of static method. What is the syntax? If you want to make a class as a static, we can have static class, we can have static method, we can have static variable. Okay, if you want to make a method as static, we need to use static keyword in front of that particular method. If we want to make a variable as static, then we have to use a static keyword for that. Okay, so the most important thing here is we need to remember, in static methods, we need to use only static variables. What's that? We need to use only static variable. Okay, but okay, in static methods we need to use only static variables. So but the thing is, in non-static methods, in non-static methods what are non-static methods? Whatever we have seen till today, all the methods are non-static only. This one is a non-static method, This one is a non-static method. Okay, so whatever if you don't have that static keyword, they are all called as non-static only. In non-static methods, we can use both static and non-static variables. Okay, this is what a static variable. Okay, so what is static variable? So basically, what is static means, so in real time, if you think some value won't change, that will be constant or something, unchanged values, we will go for static variables. Okay, so got it, guys? Any questions here? Yes, no? Okay, so actually, one more important thing is, so how we will call, what is the syntax for calling a method? What is the syntax for calling a method? Object name dot method name. Okay, object name dot method name. But for static method, the syntax for calling a method is class name dot method name. What's that? Class name dot method name. We cannot access static variables or methods by using object. Then who will allocate memory? Allocate memory to static. So this class only will allocate. So in stack. Okay, so this is what static variable. Okay, so we cannot call static methods by using object. So see here, basically if you want to make variable as static, we need to use static keyword. So access modifier, static, data type, variable name. This is what static variable. Okay, if you want to make a method as static, then we will use access static method name. That's it. Okay, in static methods, we need to use only static variables. So here in static methods, we need to use only static variables. So, but in our normal methods, we can use both static and non-static. Okay. So how to call the static method means class name dot method name. So who will allocate memory to static variables means class will allocate the memory. Okay. So this is what static variable and static method related. Tomorrow, I will give some example and I will explain one more time about the static variables and static method. So with that program example, you people will get clear idea on it. Okay. So anyone have any questions? So if you have any UI batches or SQL batches starting soon, so please try to join them as soon as possible. Okay. Fine. Thanks all for joining. We'll meet tomorrow. We'll discuss